let's show you how you can build an agent that sends emails all within Microsoft Copilot Studio right now. I feel like I just have to take a second to put this disclaimer in here and just say that this is a super common use case. A lot of times people are wasting a lot of time sending repetitive emails or want an agent that autonomously sends kind of updates or checks on their behalf. That is a perfectly reasonable use case, but just please be sure, like AI agents, Copilot, AI in general, is indeterministic, meaning it doesn't always follow the exact same structure or path or verbiage every single time. And so you need to make sure that you are safeguarding and protecting the emails that you're sending, even though you're utilizing this really cool technology. And what I mean is be really cautious if you're having these emails be sent externally to like customers or vendors or even to internal employees, as well as be very careful about the content of these emails. Make sure that you're not including potentially private information, or it gets information and sends it in an email to somebody who shouldn't be seeing that. All of those things you need to take special safeguards against. And we're going to be showing one of the ways to do this, which in my opinion is a little less deterministic. And so if you have a use case where you need to really have this content predetermined, really safeguarded, then I'll give a different example and a thing that you can do there as well throughout this video. So, okay, enough talking. Let's hop into Microsoft Copilot Studio. So here I have an agent that has a trigger on when an account record's credit hold is updated. Credit hold is just a field on the out-of-the-box account table. It's a yes or no Boolean. And when this is updated, we want to update that account, which is already handled and built out, and then send an email to the owner of the account notifying them of that update. So how do we do this? There are two different tools we can use. One of those tools is just connecting directly to Outlook. The other tool is using an agent flow. And so if I go ahead and go to topics, go to our account credit review topic, this is where it is. When that trigger happens, it triggers this topic. And then this is the pre-built agent flow that then goes and updates that. But now what we want to do is we want to send an email after it's been updated. This is the part where I come to those two different parts. If you need a really deterministic process, then I would recommend using an agent flow, at least at this point in time with the tools that we have. And that way you can really determine what it is you want in that email, who it's going to, etc. If you are wanting to use maybe some newer, more innovative, more creative technology, then you can follow this process right here. If you're wanting to use an agent flow, there will be a link at the end of the video directly to that video on how to set up agent flows. But if you're wanting to send an email, go ahead and click plus, click add a tool right here, and go ahead right here and click tool, add a tool. And then let's go ahead and just connect directly to Office 365 Outlook. There's a couple of things in here, and we're looking for send an email. I looked right past it, it was right here. So if you click on this, here we go. Let's go ahead and select add and configure. And here it opened up the properties of this tool. Now, this is where you can really get into the nitty-gritty details of what it is that you want this email to look like. How do you want it to operate? Let's go ahead and walk through them now. The first property being this description. Now, this is not just used for agent builders or different things like that. This would actually provide some of the context for your agent. So it's really important that you update this description. So here I'm just outlining saying, hey, this is what it does. This should send a message about the credit hold being updated on an account. And the email should have a link and encourage the email recipient to review the account and follow the necessary steps. It also shows the connection in which we're using if you wanted to update the connection that's being used. Now, here's something that is really cool as well. When this tool may be used, agent may use this tool at any time or only when referenced by topics or agents. So this leans more and more into that deterministic versus indeterministic pendulum, or sliding scale, maybe is what we should say. And so what we want this to only be used when referenced in certain topics. Doing this kind of allows your agent to be able to use this tool, not freely, but without the context of a topic, which a lot of times the topics can be used to kind of help guide the thought process that the agent should follow. Another really cool property specifically around kind of keeping humans in the loop is ask the end user before running. You can have this set to yes or no. And this is specifically for in the chat experience. So if you're chatting and somebody says, I want to send an email, and it triggers this tool, before it sends it, it will ask them if they want to. But again, this is an autonomous agent. This was triggered without anybody actually talking to it. So we're just going to go ahead and leave that to no. The next section to discuss are going to be these inputs. Now, something that's really important to know is this fill using dynamically fill with AI. What these are going to do is this will either dynamically fill it with AI, or if you are chatting with it, it will ask the user what they want the subject and the body to be. Now, in my example, we want it to be autonomous. We don't necessarily have somebody that's going to be chatting with this agent to determine these things. So what you can do is you can actually just hit custom value. Let me just go ahead and say, if you wanted to kind of hard code, or, again, leaning into that deterministic part, if you wanted to really determine what you wanted these things to be, then here you can go ahead and do that. Something as well is you can actually determine these as inputs within your topic when you're calling this tool. And so again, that kind of comes back to how you're building this, and specifically when the tool is used. And if you're using it within a topic, just like with an agent flow, you can determine the inputs for these things, which is actually what we're going to do for the to field. We're going to determine it because we already have gathered the account owner. So that is what we're going to be doing there. We will go ahead and do the same for the body here. And for the sake of time, let me just do this. And then down here, I actually went ahead and did this when I was playing around and everything already. You can actually have a message that, say you want a message to show in the chat window on the completion of this email being sent, then you can do that. In an autonomous agent, I would want this turned off, but in our example, we're going to be testing it, seeing it in the test pane. I went ahead and turned this on. So at this point, my tool is all set up. Let me go ahead and save that. And if I go ahead and then now go to topics where I want to add this tool, go ahead and scroll down, click the plus button, add tool. Now we will see this send an email. Here are where these inputs that I was talking about, and because the other two are already defined, they don't show in this list, but for our two, we want to send this email address, the output of our previous agent flow. Okay, it wants to be funny. There we go. Took a couple of clicks. Okay, so at this point, it is built. Let me go ahead and hit save. And while you may be testing over here, I'm going to test with this agent trigger. We're going to watch the whole thing work. Let me go ahead and go over here. And if you're using triggers, this is something you're getting for free. You can re-trigger your agent with previous triggers by clicking on it. Click start testing. We'll see here that it just detected the trigger event, and this is kind of the output from the trigger event, which then triggers the topic. Here we go. Our account credit review topic triggered. Our account then was updated. This went super quick, and then our email was sent. Let me go ahead and click over to Outlook, and here is my email. It was sent based off of not me being the owner of the flow or the agent, but me being the owner of the account record. So at this point, your agent is sending emails, and there are a couple different tools at your fingertips. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments, or if you need to connect with me directly, be sure to follow the first link in the description down below to get a meeting booked directly on my calendar to help answer any questions that you may have. This is the video as promised as far as how you can set up and create agent flows. And this is an interesting video that's going to talk about how you can add some human in the loop features in your agents. Thank you so much for sticking that in the video. My name is Griffin Lickfeld, the host of the Citizen Developer channel, and I'm excited to connect with you in the next one.